Hey, this is Russ from Good Riddance.
Hey, what's up? This is Trevor from Face to Face.
Hey, this is Vinny from Less Than Jake.
I'm Buddy. I'm also in Less Than Jake.
You're watching.
And you're watching
Rock Music.
Rock Meal Sick.
Rock Meal Sick.
We are Petrol Girls. I'm Ran.
I'm Liapa.
And I'm Zok.
Cool. So you play bass, singer,
drums.
You play drums.
Yeah.
Remember you saying that?
Yeah.
I was like, shut up.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
stop it. No, seriously, it was really, really, really good. I was quite impressed. I think it was the best band I've seen so far. So
thank you.
Thank you so much. Really.
Yeah, like just before we came out here, we played in London, opening for Propaganda and Martha, who are another great band from the UK. It was so cool.
What venue did you play?
It was the Garage.
Oh, the Garage.
Yeah, I think it got moved, didn't it? Because it's the first venue wherever it was sold out, and they had to move it to a bigger venue.
Well, they wanted to, as far as I know, the promoter told us, our friend Bob told us that they wanted to play a small venue initially. That was the idea.
Oh, right.
They're only doing a couple of shows, mostly festivals, and the club shows they wanted to be quite small. So they were thinking about moving up to a bigger venue, but they decided to stay with the Garage.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Which
Also because Garage is like accessible and they had all kinds of like really cool kind of requirements, I guess, for the venue.
Oh, cool.
And they made the bathrooms like gender neutral during the show, and
I mean,
all these
and the
cool
Garage
things.
is one of the few venues that you can actually access with a wheelchair by yourself.
Oh,
like
cool.
loads of the London venues, the bigger ones have tons of stairs, and it's just a nightmare, I guess, for anyone that would want to.
I played the Garage. If it's the same Garage, it's just opposite to. Isn't Highbury Music Station? So it's still the same place,
there's
right?
an upstairs and there's a downstairs.
Yeah, I play it on the upstairs.
Yeah. The upstairs is not accessible.
Not at all.
No, not at all. But it's a fun, smaller room for sure. But Propaganda, they played last time I saw them. They played at Coco. Have you heard of this venue?
It's Coco.
Oh my god, that's my favorite venue.
Coco's
like,
a beautiful
It is cool.
Like one day, I'm pretty sure not far away you down like you guys gonna play that.
It's just through sort of mates, really.
Right.
That, like.
I made a connection.
Yeah,
just kind of really
well, actually, I think didn't Todd sort of put in a
so a friend of ours, Katrin, is booking them and working and tour managing for them. So through that, I mean, I don't want to make it sound like it's all just mates rates of booking, but no, it helped. And but then the bassist Todd reached out to her about us beforehand, which was really nice, and messaged her about us and asked about us. And I think he was asking maybe to have us on the show as well. So
they were super nice about us at the show as well, and like said some really nice things about us on stage and stuff. It was really cool, really. I tried to crowd surf, but it was just a bit.
I just did that like really nervous word vomit at one of them after the show. Like they were just trying to chill, and I was like, After like about 10 seconds, I was like, oh yeah, just gonna.
But every one of us was too cool to ask them if they wanted to hang out afterwards, and you were just like, hey, we're gonna hang out at Weatherspoons afterwards.
It's like the McDonald's of UK pubs. Join us if you want. Beer is cheap there, though.
Beer, yeah, exactly.
They're like, what is a Weatherspoons? Like, oh my god.
Cronenberg.
Word vomiting. That's kind of yeah.
No, they were really
Was a
nice.
Weatherspoon open by that time?
Yeah, I mean, it was what the day was it?
Crazy.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I don't know what it is.
Perfect
cool.
for post-punk gig beers, I guess. Yeah.
I mean, it was an early show because curfew was 10.
Because they had to get a disco in afterwards, I guess. So they had to get the moneymaker in afterwards.
They were like brooming the punks out while some disco balls were being hung.
I would love that.
We opened the warm-up show 2 years ago.
Oh, I see.
Which was cool. Like, and
really good
we'd
crowd.
never been.
Was it on the beach stage?
Yeah, at the beach stage.
Oh, right.
It was awesome, and because we were like the first band of the like whole festival, actually quite a lot of people watched us, even though no one knew who we were.
Especially
so that was great.
Festival goers, they're like on the first day they're
they're like, come on, let's go. Like that's a great
cool.
slot. Like,
It is
I
really
really
cool
enjoyed
slot.
that.
That's cool.
It was cool, and then we were here for the week. For me, Leop and Joe was our first time here, and I had the best week. It was so
cool.
fun. Really
Yeah.
awesome.
I had a great time, and then those guys slightly harassed me, but that's
I'm in a well-known band on tour. He said he wanted to show me something, and we went around a corner. He took out his dick and started masturbating while looking at me. I never told anyone because I was embarrassed that I was drunk and thought that I'd asked for it.
I was at Grise Rock Festival, waiting in the crowd to watch The Offspring, when I felt somebody grab my ass. I turned round and couldn't see anyone, and then it happened again. So I turned round and this group of guys was laughing. And then it happened again, so I turned round and said, touch me again and I'll fucking kill you. They didn't touch me again.
I think, I mean, with both like the sort of mental health and like some of the like feminist stuff we talk about in terms of sexual violence, I really think with both of those things, talking about it is really like the kind of key starting point for changing something. Like with mental health, like being able to talk about how you're feeling, which I think it's hard for guys actually, like under patriarchy, because of the way that you're taught to like hold your feelings in and like be strong and like all of this kind of stuff. Like having mental health problems doesn't make you weak. Like it's the same as just like breaking your leg or having diabetes. It's just something that happens. Like I mean, there are political reasons as well behind like why mental health problems occur, I believe. But anyway, the same with sort of sexual violence stuff like that. I think what enabled me to begin to start like fighting against that was living in a house with like other women and talking to them about what was going on in our lives, and then being like, hey, wait a minute, this isn't okay. And like I was joined the feminist society at uni, and like got involved with feminist activism like alongside other stuff. And I think it's just like a slow education for sort of realizing actually me getting touched up at shows or like having like people like sexually assault me in my own fucking bed sometimes after house shows at our house, and like, you know, like going on tour as like a really young woman. Like I started touring when I was 18, and like I was pretty fucking vulnerable, and like some weird creepy fucked up shit happened to me, but I always thought it was my fault. I always blamed myself, and to sort of start talking like with other women that have had the same experiences and be like, wait, no, this isn't our fucking fault, and this needs to stop, and this needs to end. Yeah, that's sort of how that all happened, really. He was like,
it's just the song that we were playing. Like, no, it's like.
But I don't think it started with just the stage dive. I think.
No, he was being quite. I could see from the stage, and I try when like as long as I'm feeling sort of mentally with it, I try to sort of use the platform I have to like. There's nothing wrong with people moshing and like stage diving and having a good time, but like, it's like the way that it's done sometimes is just really not cool, and it blows my mind how like I'll be on stage talking about feminism, talking about sexual violence, which is overwhelmingly men doing it to women, and that like it amazes me every time how dude bros then get bro in the pit and start making it about them, and it's like
that touch me, I'll fucking kill you.
But it's like, I mean, sexual violence does happen to everybody for sure, and that's why I'm kind of tentative about it. Like I had my eyes really open when we did the call out for our music video, because I ended up having a really long conversation with like a skinhead dude in his 40s that had been abused as a child. Like, so it like, you know, it happens, it can happen to anyone. Like overwhelmingly it is men that do it. But I just think it's really fucking inappropriate in a song about sexual violence to get fucking really bro about it. And like it's not to do with him being a guy, it's to do with him getting bro. Do you know what I mean? Like there's a distinction, and that kind of like macho shit, it's just not the fucking time or place. And it's also like it's not, when people turn it into just being about them, it's like, and the people that, it's even just the people that stage dive more than once. Like, go up, have a stage dive. You know, the guy that will stage dive 8 times. And it's like, it's not about you, man. Like, there are a lot of other people here. And it seems to be only guys that seem to be able to achieve this level of, it is about me. And like, I'm sick of it. And I know that that song is really important, especially for a lot of women. And I don't want their space taken up by that. Like, I don't want to see that guy jumping onto them when they're at the front trying to express themselves and let out a load of fucking rage.
It's really funny because it's one of our like more popular songs that people know, and it's not like we don't want people to enjoy it, but yeah, we had to actually stop playing it at a couple of shows where like, and it's not like, it's kind of a dynamic situation where like obviously nothing's black and white, but you see that, you know, throughout the most of the set there's like a group of people at the front like enjoying their time. We always wish it's like you know, maybe not like tall dude bros, so it's kind of like a, you know, access to the view or whatever is enabled to other people too. And then suddenly, you know, we start playing the song that people might have heard of more often, and all of these super drunk, wasted dude bros just like, like, you know, it's not
so ironic.
And it's so ironic because, you know, like, hey, maybe this is a song where you should maybe step back, actually, to the back, and maybe let some people, you know, that are really sentimentally connected, not just drunkenly, partily connected to that song, have their time. Because it's a song about, sexual harassment, not just like party, whatever, blah, blah.
But that's the other thing, like in my mind I'm going like, oh, like what, like this is not the right place, like go see Madball if you want to do that. But then I'm like, surely there's like, I mean, I've grown up going to hardcore shows, and I hated the bro kids, like always. I hated it because I was just never that mentality. And surely there's enough people that want to go see a Madball show and don't want to be hit in the face either, you know, like whether that's women or men, like that doesn't matter. So it's like, for me it's just that whole like pit bro, like not caring about hurting people or thinking that's like what you're supposed to do at a hardcore show or whatever. I think it's absolutely ridiculous to end.
Like, I figured out a good way of explaining this, and it's the same way that I would explain like it's the same way that I would explain like free speech. Like, so like everyone's got a right to free speech, but like not if your free speech then inhibits another person's right to free speech. So like if you're like saying homophobic shit, for example, that's not you exercising your right to free speech, that's fucking hate speech, and that's bullshit because it's silencing and oppressing other people. So like I kind of think like free mosh, like you know, everyone should be allowed to like mosh and enjoy the crowd, and if the way that you're moshing is stopping other people that are maybe smaller than you or whatever from like taking up that space, then that's hate moshing. I think you can look at it like that.
Stop the hate mosh.
Stop the hate mosh. No more hate mosh.
It's like, it's cool
Love
to want
mosh.
to express yourself like in dancing in response to the music, but you have to realize you're sharing this space with like other people. If you're like physically strong and fit and drunk, don't just make it about yourself. Like, be aware of your environment.
Like I love to mosh, but like not when I've broken my nose so many times. Like I don't want it to happen again. Like.
Yeah, stepping on people's head is not fun. Also, like I feel like it's just like, yeah, okay, first of all, you should think of other people, and also like it just blows my mind how that person doesn't realize what the damage could be. Like, if you step on someone's head, you could literally break someone's neck. Yeah. And that means that person's dead.
Yeah, you could kill someone.
Yeah, or has
disable them.
Yeah, or disable them. And then you're fucked as well. Like, you know, it's like it's like such an egocentric thing to do, and I feel like not even realizing how the whole, it just blows my mind how people are so ignorant.
Do you want to do or just stop it? Do you want to be or be seen? Do you want to do or just stop it? Do you want to be or be seen?
Yeah, but that's like such a shitty response, because who says it is hardcore supposed to be like that?
Hardcore's been defined by like mostly white dude bros and macho bullshit. Like, and there's a lot of very legit hardcore out there that isn't that. And like, if that's what like I mean, the thing is now there are like enough of us that are making hardcore music that we don't need like those people to be playing in bands or putting on the shows or whatever. So if people are going to be dicks, we'll leave them behind and we'll form our own better shit. I think it's because that's our way, like that's what's traditionally been the way of understanding that, like, oh, that's how people are showing that they're enjoying our band. This makes us look good as a band. So I think it's also kind of like quite selfish from that perspective. Like, I mean, yeah, sometimes it is like a lot of our shows, people like, yeah, they might dance and move a bit or something like that, but people are sometimes like a bit still, and that can be fucking unnerving. And sometimes I'm like, oh god, everyone fucking hates it. This is horrible. But like, at least everyone can fucking see, and everyone can, like, you know, no one's being like stopped from enjoying themselves.
But so we have to just like draw the line here, because we're not like against moshing.
Yeah, like
really not like at all.
Or stage diving.
It's just being slightly aware of your surroundings.
Yeah, like if you're going to stage dive, don't jump onto a bunch of people that are smaller than you that are clearly not into it.
Acknowledge some sort of eye contact with the people you're gonna jump on, so they are aware that you're just
hard.
like it's just so not hard, right? Like
there is a like if you look at like Fluffest, which is like, I guess, a festival we all love going to. And
yeah,
Fluff's great.
The very political, like fast hardcore scene, like they kind of, I feel like, I mean, and I'm sure that's also like a lot of people would disagree with that, but like I think there is a way of doing that kind of dancing, which it ultimately is in a way, respectfully, and it's not just something you can just get up on stage completely wasted, think that's just what everyone wants you to do, and everyone's ready to catch you and stuff. Like you need to almost master the right stage dive.
Yeah,
you know?
like, I mean,
you have to be aware of who's there to see you, to catch you. Like it's not just like you can't just do it.
You can't just demand it. But like crowd surfing's cool because it's like, hey, I'm gonna jump into my community and they're gonna hold me up. Like I like it. Like I like the similar. I fucking love crowd surfing. It's great, apart from when people get creepy about it and grope you while you're doing it. But that's like a whole other fucking heap of shit. But a whole other can of worms. But so like and you know, moshing and all dancing together and all this kind of stuff, like it's great.
It's very
just
uniting.
Don't be a fucking dick about it. I really think it's not. It honestly depends how anxious I'm feeling and what state my mental health is in. Sometimes I see things and I literally I just need to get through the fucking show. And I feel terrible about it afterwards. So I do think I've got I think you're in a position of responsibility there. If I'm feeling fine, then I don't give a fuck. If people are hurting other people, then I'm going to stop them because I can do that. Like if I've got the mic, I can say, hey guys, stop. What the fuck are you doing? But it is awkward and it is difficult. And I know that we've had shows where people have been really pissed off and people have left our shows and stuff like that because they've been like, oh,
It's not real hardcore.
Yeah, this
where
isn't
you're
real punk and stuff like that. And it's
like you're like,
I'm sorry, if punk means that it's all about you, then like fuck your punk.
Yeah.
We're on all the usual stuff, like Petrol Girls are on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. I've been doing Twitter, guys. I've been doing the Twitter. This is a recent development. I have been tweeting back.
Grandpa's talking grandma.
What's Twitter? Where are the birds?
I'm sending letters and postcards to people.
We're not very good at social media.
Which social media would you be more responsive at the moment? So would it be Twitter?
God,
or would it be
Twitter,
Instagram?
Twitter, because I'm into it at the moment. But yeah, and like Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, we use. Our music is on petrolgirls.bandcamp.com. Yeah, we're on YouTube as well. We're about.
Awesome, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.